What's up everyone, Mayor Crunch here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing how strong and how far can Spike the Devilman survive in the Dragon Ball series. But first, let's go over who is Spike the Devilman. Spike is a devil from hell who works as one of Baba's fighters, which he made his anime debut on the original Dragon Ball series on an episode called Devil Might Beam. He explains that the most destructive force in the world is negativity, and it can manipulate that energy and convert it into beams of destructive power that can annihilate anything in its path, which that move is known as the Devil Might Beam. If we take his word for it, that is literally the most broken ability and can clearly wipe out most of the Dragon Ball verse, except for those that have little to no negativity. But first, let's take a few steps back and go over how strong this ability is. The Devil Might Beam, as far as I can research, is pretty much what Spike said exactly, so it doesn't matter if you have a higher power level, as long as you are evil or have any negative thoughts, then this would cause your heart to expand until it explodes, and so does you. The only caveat is that this ability only works for those that are evil or have negative thoughts in their mind. If they don't, then that move is pretty much useless, which is exactly how Kid Goku beats Spike. Goku has a pure of heart and Spike can't manipulate that. Another weakness Spike has is that he is not physically strong. He couldn't keep up with Kid Goku, which is why he tried to take him out with the Devil Might Beam as a last-ditch effort. So with that in mind, how far can Spike survive across the Dragon Ball franchise? Before we do that, I gotta explain how this would work. Spike would be replacing the heroes of the series and see how well he can manage to fight off against the Dragon Ball villains, so don't worry about Goku or any of the Z fighters, it's just between Spike and the villains. To start off with our first big bad, King Piccolo. Can Spike be able to defeat him? The short answer is, yeah. King Piccolo is pure evil and Spike can definitely manipulate that negativity to insta-kill King Piccolo, and as a result of that, there would be no King Piccolo Jr. Even if he did exist, it would still result in the same way. So we can move on to Dragon Ball Z, where we go ahead and face off Raditz. Raditz may be a huge problem, but I'm pretty sure Raditz will underestimate Spike just like how he did with Piccolo, because of how low their power level is. Spike can take advantage of that to quickly perform his insta-kill attack, and Raditz would be done. Now, moving on to Vegeta and Nappa. Vegeta and Nappa is an interesting interaction. I still fully believe that Spike can take out any of them. It's just that I'm wondering how quickly would one of them take action once they saw their partner explode in front of them. They are way faster than Spike physically, but I also wonder if the Devil Might Beam can target multiple people for this scenario. But for the sake of this video, I will let this one slide. Now we are heading on to Frieza. Can Spike take out Frieza? Actually, he can. I don't know if I can call this solid proof,
but it's a good piece of evidence.
In Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the what if scenario showed that what if Spike was the one to meet Frieza and King Cold on Earth instead of Trunks or Goku, which resulted in the player using the Devil Might Beam to defeat both Frieza and King Cold in one hit. I don't know if the Devil Might Beam is a literal beam, or as long as he can focus on the heart, then it's wraps. While he can eliminate Frieza in one move, Frieza is way faster than Spike by a long shot. But I do believe that in Frieza's character, he's going to underestimate Spike by how weak he looks, so Spike can catch Frieza off guard by this move before Frieza can even transform, and you know the rest. Now we are heading on to the Android Saga, and this is also another interesting interaction, because I'm curious if the Devil Might Beam applies to everything including androids who really don't need hearts to function, but I'm going to assume that as long as there's negative energy to manipulate, then this wouldn't change a thing when it comes to androids. So for this case, I'm going to let this one slide as well. And finally, we are heading on to the Cell Saga, and since there are no androids to absorb, Cell would remain imperfect, and Spike can successfully eliminate Cell with the Devil Might Beam, even with his nucleus intact. Everything would be gone. And so far, we are seeing a pattern with the Dragon Ball villains. They love to monologue and underestimate their opponent, which is a big mistake they all make, except for one, and that's what we're about to get into. Majin Buu. He is sort of like Cell, but much better. He also possesses magic-like abilities just like Spike. He can absorb anyone and get stronger. Buu can turn anyone into candy, break the laws of physics, regenerate from disintegration. Majin Buu would be too much for Spike to handle, as if the previous villains were not already strong. Also, Majin Buu is one of the rare types of villains that attacks while the hero charges up, which is a big no-no. But Majin Buu is a menace, he does not care, so he's not going to let Spike get away with that. Which is why I believe Spike's limit is up to the Buu Saga. I know this is a silly topic, but what do you guys think? Is he weaker or is he way stronger where I put him at? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe because we are now on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I got big plans for this milestone, so be sure to stick around and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.